All right, welcome back to Couple Minutes. I'm Ian.
And I'm Celeste.
For those of you that are tuning in for the first time, Couple Minutes is part of the CIAN Truth Ministries media outreach, and the purpose of Couple Minutes is to provide a couple's perspective biblically of how we walk out our faith as a living sacrifice under the Most High, to include
our struggles.
Yes, and so if that's something you find interesting, subscribe, click the bell to be notified so you do not miss any future episodes.
Right.
And so today we're discussing
revealing revelations.
Right.
To or not to?
That's the key.
The question.
Right. Because we're seeing a trend where there is a lot of people saying, the Lord showed me this, the Lord showed me that. Mm-hmm. And it's flooding the market with a lot of people that I believe that they're hearing of a spirit. I'm not sure it is of Yah.
Well, not just if they are hearing it, maybe they shouldn't be sharing it as well.
Right. So a sure sign of someone who's mature in their gifting, whether it is interpretation of dream, whether it is revelation that is given, or whether or not they've been given a word of knowledge, is the understanding that you do not speak or reveal unless you've been told to reveal or speak it.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into play to the strategy and into the implementation of how God does things. He is a God of order and structure and purpose.
Right.
And so when we see individuals that are operating outside of the gift, they literally could be working with the enemy and not even realizing it.
Well, on that, again, if they're not hearing from and not realizing that, but excuse me, a few years ago, kept on getting this pressing to can foods, to hydrate foods, to, start stocking up on stuff. And I'm telling my sister, you need to get a freezer. You need to do this. We need to. And then when things didn't come to fruition, I was like, maybe I'm not hearing right. I started questioning myself because I'm telling all these people that I'm feeling let down. Like, gosh, nothing happened here. I warned them. So it was like Chicken Little, I felt. And so I started questioning, was I really hearing from Yah? And then here it is several years later. Well, I know I was, but I wasn't really supposed to open my mouth because then it caused doubt in myself where I was in my walk that maybe I'm not hearing from him. So, things like that as well. Right.
So as what you're saying is that you felt the pressing in your spirit of what you should be doing.
Right.
And he was giving you ample time ahead of time to start preparing for that and to be an example just from your walk to other people.
Right.
Now, they may question and ask you, hey, what are you doing this for?
Right.
And answering that would be perfectly fine. But as you've seen that, not understanding that sometimes Yah will give you a knowledge of something so far advanced as something that the enemy will try to come in and use that distance, that time frame to say, see, look, it's a lie. It's not working. It's not happening. And so likewise for individuals, because they're concerned of that, you also have to be mindful that unless you are specifically told to say something, do not put that out because it may not have been tested properly and it may not be of the Lord. It may not be of the time. So being mindful of the fact, knowing when to speak or not to speak.
Right, because the Lord, he'll tell us if it's something he wants us to put out to everybody. But sometimes either our ego or our emotions get caught up with it, and then we end up getting diarrhea of the mouth, lack of a better word, and putting something out. And then because it's in such a time frame that the enemy could then use that against us. So just test the word and realize, is it supposed to, make sure you're hearing from the Lord and in his timing, not ours.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we hope that this has been edifying to you and it's encouraged you as you continue to walk out your faith as a living sacrifice under the Most High. So on behalf of CIAN Truth Ministries, a couple minutes, Yah willing, we'll see you again. Shalom.
Shalom.